y'all watch. I cooler than the ice is like the hockey stuff. Cooler than the ice, I probably ride the truck. Throw the city on the screen until the poppy stuff. I got green bitches watching all the Rockies up. I put pain on it, game on it, that's gain on it. 1,000 on this hoodie, never got a stain on it. 1,000 on that pussy, never got my name on it. The screen is out of seat, then you can watch the game on it. Shut shit down, I don't rest it off. Every festival, shut shit down. I don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new vest, y'all watch shit down. I don't rest it off. Every festival, shut shit down. I don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new vest, y'all watch. Big Blacko, pouring out the big bottles, big bios, shitting on them niggas, it be me and Big Dio. Lot of dollars by the models or the McDonald's. Leave my wallet out this argument, I'm 6 foot. I stand on my money, I be 6 foot. All my shit in crypto when the market took a dip. 20K on Kip, look, funny now we after this. Plus I got my niggas all around me like an Oculus. Sandbags a lot of us, certified they heard of us. Free fill out the curse, and that's some birds, they got the word of us. Never let that burden us take that trip with a curve with us. They all giving in, but I'm turning bitches to Cerberus. Yes, I'm best case, yeah, I'm red chase. Forever cold hearted, you can check my birthplace. Working till $1 million check my next day. But I ever fall off, then expect my sex tape. But I don't rest it off. Every festival, shit down. I don't mess with my pockets.
Y'all are wrong for that.
I don't rest it off. Every festival, shit down. I don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new best of y'all watch. Every festival, shit down. Every festival, shut shit down. Every festival, shut shit down.
What's up? I'm going to say this. Like, I have enough problems with the NFL and the fact that they actually have records, right? And then, like, it's just like, there's things to complain about. The officiating, the schedule. Dude, here's another reason I can't do college football. And again, I'm not hating on college football, but here's a reason I personally cannot do it. And I get people's arguments. I cannot, for the life of me, understand how... Sorry, I something in my mouth. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how people can watch it. And then, like, I get it. Oh, well, their strength of schedule and this and that. It's like... But they won their games. They won all the, you know, they won the most games, and then they played some of these teams that are going to be ahead of them, and they're like, yeah, but they played a lot of weaker teams. It's like, I get it, but I can't. In my head, I can't figure that out. I don't know, man. I know, I just want to see a record and know that, like, hey, here it is. And that's why I do like that they're going to, what is it, 12 teams next year? Is that what it is, 12? I can get down with that, or whatever it is. It's like, what is it, 15 teams maybe? Something like that. And I like that more. And Jason, I brought it up to Jason. He's a huge college football fan, obviously. Being a big Bama fan, I think he went there. Difference is they can make their schedule, yes. But there are people who want to get more games on their schedule, and they can't get them scheduled. Like, you have to petition some of these schools, like, play us. And there's 309 teams. I get all of it. I'm not... It's this is not against college football. It's me why, like, I just, it's not this I don't like the system. It's me. I'm not blaming college football. I don't like the system. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I get why people like it. Yeah, and they can, but schools won't play those, like some of these schools that do well can't get all the matchups they want on the schedule because guys are like, well, if we play you, that's one game that we may not get. Like, we may not get a good strength of schedule as a result, you know? Later, there's a Tim Raines. Does that make sense? I think that's what these big athletic directors, these, like, people, not even athletic directors, these huge positions at these colleges to work on these schedules. I think it's like a politicking in a way. Unleash Jordan Walker. 309 teams, that's crazy. Now, I do like, Jason brought up this point. He said... with the whole transfer portal now, parity, there's a lot more parity. And I agree with that. I think that's what college football needs. It needs more opportunity. These schools need the ability to be like, hey, we're a team to play with now. Here we go. Jackson Jobe for the Tigers. Yeah, I think so too, Don. And I don't know that that's a bad thing. That's what I'm getting at. Like, I'm already more excited. How many teams are in the playoff next year? I'm already more excited for that. Mark McGuire, that's the reverse. If you don't notice it there, very cool card out of 2023. I like that card. We're going to top load that. We got Ivan Rodriguez and Duke Snyder. Dude, I went bowling tonight. I suck at bowling. But I'm not kidding, my 90-year-old grandfather, who is nimble and limber and active and witty, he gets younger every year. I swear he does. Ooh, we got a 101 coming up. I'll tell you the story in a minute. Andres Galarraga. Whoop, whoop. Shot. Not tonight. Andres Galarraga for the Rockies. Anybody gets Andres Galarraga for $20? That John Denver's full of shit. Andres Galarraga going out to Dougie with the 101 printing plate. So, anyhow, I got to tell you about my 90-year-old pap. So, there were 10 of us bowling. I put my two kids, Paxton and Cohen, my mom and my mother-in-law, and Lauren on one side, and we put the bumpers up. And then myself, my sister, who's super athletic, my dad, my pap, and my father-in-law got the other lane. I'm not kidding you. We did not have the bumpers up. There were no bumpers. My 90-year-old grandfather didn't just win the first game. He won the second game, too. I almost had him in the second game. He was giving us tips. I'm not kidding you. All of our scores improved because we literally were listening to his tips. He wasn't like a bull or anything. He's just like, I bowled a little bit back when they had it at the Legion or the VFW or whatever. 2023 Paul Molitor out of 2023. Dude, it just made my night. I looked at them. I was like, did we really just lose? And it was legit. Like, we were all trying. I was like, did we really just lose to Pappy twice? Dude, he did. And none of us are bowlers. Like, none of us put spin on the ball. We don't do that. We're just like out there, And he's like, oh, you guys aren't following through. You gotta look at the one blue or the one black dot, and then don't look at the pins. Look at the arrow, and then just follow through. Don't take your eyes off that arrow. And like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this. He kicked our ass in the first game. I'm gonna listen to him in the second one. So I did it. I almost doubled my score. Like, this guy. I loved it, man. My pap. I wish I should have got pictures of him bowling. I don't think I did. I was just in the moment, It's so hard because you want to get, like, I'm the one that always takes pictures and stuff, and if I don't, a lot of times they don't happen. And I didn't do it at my birthday party. And the next day, someone's like, we didn't get pictures. I'm like, yeah, I put my phone away. I wanted to be in the moment, and, like, nobody took pictures. Tonight I did it again. That's hard because I always want to, like, I'm trying to be better at living in the moment, but then I don't have any pictures of it afterwards. Anybody else feel that way? Jackson Holiday rated prospect. Y'all been too quiet lately. You can't be. Ooh, that's a Pennant's Pete Rose. I don't know if that's a short print or Jackson Jobe and Jackson Merrill. You guys are killing me with how quiet you've been. I get it. There's football on. You leave me hanging, though. Pete Rose. Jimmy Rollins out of 470 with a career 470 stolen bases. Jimmy Rollins, old Philly guy. That's a cool card. Bernie. Nolan Ryan, numbered out of 999. We got the Mick Abel out of 2023. Got to find some short print stuff. I guess we did get a 101. Eddie Murray out of 999. You're the interim head coach for Cassius. Oh, Don, I did it for 2 years. I don't think I'll do it again. I definitely don't think I could coach my kids. I mean, like, competitively. I did like T-ball team and stuff. Dustin Pedroia. Dude, you won by 1. I bet you were stressed. You had to call the coach and be like, sorry, we lost. Auto out of 75 for the San Francisco Giants. Giants going out to Jay Toski. He loves some Donruss and Chronicles. Our prices have never been lower, butt liquor. Where'd that come from? Kyle Harrison. Where is that? What's that? Why that? I mean, I know what it's from. It's one of my favorite episodes. That's the performance review. Tom Seaver. Joe Carter, you know. Oh, yeah, the Hooters. That was just coincidence. You're too loud of a coach? I know. I think I got 2 or 3 T's in just 2 years. They're like, and it was like middle school. I tend to get I tell my wife this. I'm like, I'm not yelling. I'm emotional. I'm not like yelling at you. I'm just, my emotions get raised. That is a great episode. Out of all the pranks that Jim does to Dwight in that show, that actually is one of the, it's not even a prank. It's just like in the spur of the moment. McCovey out of 2023. Amador, Cam Collier, Mike Messina, Oscar Colas out of 2023. Dude, I love Donruss baseball. It is fun. Ah, there it is. Michael Burrows. Pittsburgh got me a pirate. Not Sailors, but Pirates. Michael Burrows going out to Mr. McCarthy. Well, congratulations, Don. Was that your first ever coaching experience? Good for you, man. You got to win. Are you 1-0? That's pretty wild if you are. Just retire now. You have a perfect record. You can, wait for a better team. Out of 289, Marichal for the Giants. Brooks Lee. Cade Horton out of 64 Ks in 2022. It's a good one going out to the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong, Nolan Ryan. And there it is. We've been opening these in Donruss football. Bomb Squad out of 249. That's a cool parallel from Mark McGuire and the A's. Ivan Rodriguez with the Stars parallel. You're retired. So is that your first and only time? You're 1-0, 100% win rate. Who misses baseball already? I think Bowman Draft comes out next week or the week after. People are already starting to pre-sell it because it's so expensive. They're not waiting. They want to get it sold now. So when it comes out, they're just ready to rip. If we get any, I'll post it early. If we get any, and it will probably just be standalone because it is so pricey. And because of the nature of it, dude, look at this. I forgot it's 3 autos. Jacob Berry got me a Marlin 20 out of 50. Dude, I'm with you, man. I get that. If he's like that, what can I give to you? It's like when you're embarrassed to be the coach because the kids know more than you. Jacob Berry got me a Marlin. Bobby Parker. I understand that, Don. We got the Kobe Mayo. Richie Ashburn. Did I ever tell you guys I'm so happy when we hang out? Even when you don't talk. I need this some nights. And there's a 5 out of 40. Johnny Bench. 40 homers. Going out to the Reds. Nice short print there. It's going to go out to Dougie. Dude, people don't get it. There's so much that goes into coaching. That's why when parents are yelling, it's like, dude, I don't need you. I don't need you in my ear right now, dude. There's plenty going on. If you want to coach, sign up, get your clearances. That's how I felt when I coached. I was like, 4 parents waiting to talk to you after a game because their kid only played 7 minutes in a was it like a 32-minute game? They shouldn't have probably played that much. Ralph Kiner. It was tough. It was very difficult. All right, first box down. I thought this was a nice break for 25 a spot. We're only one box in, but the gloves are expensive. Gloves are very expensive, and I think it's because of the chase. I looked up today I wanted to find some of the higher end names. So there's Mike Trout, there's Aaron Judge, but there's Ohtani. There's some good names in it. But one of them is Ken Griffey Jr., and they had previously sold Ken Griffey Jr. game-used autograph gloves, and they went for $2,000. So I'm like, all right. So and I feel like Ohtani would go much higher, right? So I'm hoping we get a big name. There's 12 in a case, but there's 4 inners of 3, and this is the last one in the inner. So I'm hoping it's a decent name. They're very expensive. Anybody do anything fun so far this weekend? Out of 100, Jake Cousins for the Brewers kicking us off. Ryan Mountcastle. There's a Bobby Witt refractor rookie. Steve Carlton refractor. Guys are making it tough on me. Is it because football's on? I know you're not watching that blowout Michigan game. Is it the Florida State game? So here's the thing. I know Bama was ranked number 8, right? But they just beat the number 2 team. No, number 1 team, right? The number 1 team. They have the same record as them now. The number 1 team. Even if Florida State wins, Bama gets in, right? This is back to the original conversation. Bama gets in now, right? Even though they were 8, they got to be top 4, taking down the number 1 team and only having 1 loss. Correct? Like, that has to happen, right? And if not, that's just, I have trouble understanding it. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, that's not right, because I just don't get it. Out of 250, Berrios, that's such a cool parallel. That's what I heard. Their defense is great. But if it wasn't their offense per se. Their defense gave up, 30 points tonight? I mean, that right there shows that, yeah. You can't really stop them, right? Alejo Lopez for the Reds. It's going to be numbered out of 50. Another nice card for the Reds. Dougie with the hit. So Corey, who I'm not being smart. Who are you referring to? Who should So you're saying FSU should make it? And here's my only argument. Well, I didn't know this. Again, guys, don't be like, oh, he does. I don't know what I'm talking about with college football. So I see the argument with Florida State is that was it just a week? Yeah, they just lost their quarterback, right? Which that's not their fault. They should still get a shot. I get that. And in the NFL, they would, because their record would dictate that they have the best record therein. But when you're looking forward, and there's a subjective principle to it, now it's okay, so what, we put them in, and whoever gets to play them gets a walk. So what, now, let's just say they get the 4 spot, Washington plays them, it's a bye, essentially, right? Can Florida State win with a freshman quarterback? I'm asking. This is not me being listen to me. This is me. I need your. I want to hear you guys take, because I read on Sports Card Nonsense. I read on some personal pages of friends of mine, and I'm just it's everyone arguing for their their team. But Arizona out of 100. But if it has a vote. And that Florida State's going to get smoked. Why do they go? Just out of respect? And if you're doing that, what's the point? Okay, well, we'll just give the bye. Out of 250, Brandon Crawford. And that's my only point about it, guys. I just don't understand that process. Well, you have to put them in. They didn't lose a game. Well, yeah, but they also lost their quarterback. Yeah, but you got to give them a chance. Oh, why not the team that beat the 1 seed and only has one loss? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Well, I'm excited. Listen, I can't wait to see who gets in. And done. That's my point. It makes sense to me that Florida State should get in. It's not their fault. It's not you're gonna hurt 60 some other players because their quarterback got hurt. They should have the chance, right? It's not just a quarterback on a team. But what if they don't? What if they don't? You know, this shouldn't be a conversation. There's a way to not do that. Hunter Renfrow, the parallels in this product are awesome. So, wait. So, Georgia was number 1 tonight. They go for the championship. And then what? They lose by 3 points to the 8 seed, and now they're not in? With 1 loss? I don't get it. And Corey, I don't normally agree with a lot that you say, but I will say this. That is why I said next year I'll give college football another shot. I think it always goes back to the year that Penn State beat Ohio State. They both had 1 loss, but Ohio State got in and Penn State didn't. I'm like, huh? This system doesn't. And that's when there was only like 2. No, there was 4 then. It's like what, like 6 years ago? So, look at the parallels on these. Such nice card. Topps Chrome Platinum is a highly underrated product. I don't care what anyone says. It is underrated. But why? And here's could you imagine doing this in the NFL? Well, yeah, they have a better record. The NFL, you say that they pick their schedule, but to a certain point, there are games that they don't get to pick, right? And that's my point. You know what I started out by saying today? There's enough drama in the NFL with a fixed platform, right? Like the record, the seeding, everything is figured out for you, right? And then I can't take the drama of the NFL. And that's why I said that it's not for me. Nick Vogt for the Padres out of 100. Yoshida for the Red Sox. And Melendez and Nito. So, and that's kind of my point. 2 teams are going to get screwed one way or the other. I feel that way. From the outside looking in. I don't know a lot about it. But from just like what I'm reading, and the arguments seem valid on a lot of it. Yeah, I don't have a team. I mean, if I was going to root for anyone, it'd probably be Penn State just because I'm close to it. I went to like the branch campuses. Robin Yount out of 199. But I just can't get into it. Not until something changes. Max Muncy going out to the A's. McGinn. Yeah, it'd be hard for me. It's hard enough as like a Bills fan this year. Like, this is bullshit. We didn't get our bye week after. Like, I have so many reasons that I'm upset that are like more like I'm bitter about. But I can't imagine the bitterness that would come over if my team has 1 loss, beats the 1 seed, and doesn't get in. I'm like, wait a minute. But apparently it makes sense to a lot of people because a lot of people love it. Out of 25, Diego Cartaya for the Dodgers. There's a Nolan Ryan out of 25 for the Stros going out to Fred Bell. Nice one out of 25. Looks sharp too. Nice and clean. Love that card. Obsidian, Nolan Ryan, Houston Astros, 1 out of 25. Dude, that's a sweet looking card. And then we have the Cartaya out of 25 as well. 2 25s in that one pack. Oh, I see. Oh, here we go. There's a ceiling. Get your redemption guesses in. $5 credit if you get it. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's one of the best parts about watching, if you do watch college football, watching those games. They always do the cuts, too. They're like, oh, let's check out the crowd. No, I know what you're panning to. That's cool with me. You could do it. Mason Wynn and Scott Rowland out of 99. Going out to the Phils. Phil's got a couple nice numbered cards here. Johnny. Man, what's up with the Wanderer thing tonight? You're really feeling that. Was he finally accused or something? Or not accused. I know he's accused. Was he finally, like, convicted of something? Or where's this coming from? Brock Jones out of 50 going to the Rays. And we got another Scott Rowland here out of 199 for the Phils. Gavin Stone and Wade Boggs pulled his auto the other day. Ah, he's been cleared to play. Well, after they're letting Giddy play, I'm not really sure what the difference would be. Oh, I got you. You're just playing the cards you were literally dealt. I got it. Kirby Puckett, Jason Dominguez, Pee Wee Reese. Oh yeah, there is 3 autos. Ray Langford. Didn't we just pull him out of a Topps product or something? Oh, maybe it was Chronicles, but it was like an on card. For the cards, numbered out of 50, going out to Ricky Stone. Ray Langford. All right, here we go. We're going to get the redemption, and then we're going to end the gloves. Don't forget, we will do 2 $5 hitless credits. My boy started wrestling last week. America's Pastime Material. So it is a patch auto. Signatures Gold. Hang on a minute. Let's do a little research here. Go ahead, get your guesses in. If you already guessed, don't change your guess. But if you didn't, now's your time. Let's see, 2023 Panini Chronicles, America's Pastime Material. Pastime Material. Signatures Gold. Numbered out of 25. Card 39. It's Wade Boggs for Boston again. That's Donnie Norris to the Red Sox. Numbered out of 15. Anybody guess Wade Boggs? It doesn't look like it. That's our second Wade Boggs auto out of this case. Out of 15. Dude, Chronicles is what's up. I mean, Chronicles has been so good. I like Donruss, but if I love Donruss baseball. I do. But if I'm picking between Donruss and Chronicles, I'm going Chronicles. 3 autos and a mem. I mean, just nice stuff. Good numbered. Not a lot of extra fluff. Damn it, Donnie, you're out of your element. I don't know. What is it? I don't know what it is. I should. It sounds familiar. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Pull the card up. All right, let's see. Do the old searcheroo for the checklist here. All right, here we go. Oh, he signed it on the strap. It is going to be going out to they're dirty too. The Texas Rangers, Dustin Harris for the Texas Rangers. Stroke really pulled the room together. Ew. Why am I not getting any of this? All right, so this is my example from last time. So we said they've both been autographed up to this point. This time it's just the one autograph, it looks like. Unless... No, it's just the one. So it's Dustin Harris. They have the authentication right here. They got a little dirt to them. There we go. So that's going to go out to the Lone Texas Rangers. Going to be Don Wiley. There we go. All right. So let's recap here. It's going to be Brock Jones. A lot of nice short print stuff here. That's numbered out of 50. Scott Rowland out of 199. Scott Rowland out of 99. Starting that rainbow there, Phils. Diego Carte out of 25 for the Dodgers. Nolan Ryan 1 out of 25 for the Stros. Tampa Bay Rays are Arena out of 100. Brandon Crawford for the Giants out of 250. Luke Williams for the Marlins out of 150. For the Blue Jays, Berrios out of 250. Jake Cousins for the Brewers out of 100. The Brewers, Renfroe out of 299. Bobby Witt for the Royals, just a refractor there. Bench for the Reds out of 40, out of 299. Marichal for the Giants. Cade Horton going out to the Cubs. We had the Mark McGwire for the A's out of 249. Pete Rose for the Reds. That is just that pennants insert. Jimmy Rollins out of 470. And Mark McGwire for the A's, reverse or mirrored out of 2023. Now for our... we also had, this does not count as a hit, but a 1 of 1 for the Rockies. Andres Galarraga. That was an awful tongue roll. It's a little tired. Here we go. MLB Mixer hits Masataka Yoshida for the Red Sox. They were not done, though. Red Sox, Donnie was not done. What were the movie? I just watched that too. The Rug really pulls the room together. I knew it. I was like, I just heard that. I just watched it for the first time since probably college. A week ago. It took me like 3 nights to finish. I kept falling asleep. Because I put it on to go to sleep. There we go. Signatures Gold. Pastime Material Signatures Gold out of 15. Wade Boggs. We got the Ray Langford for the Cardinals. Cardinals going out to Ricky Stone. We have the Mark McGwire for the the Max Muncy. Hey, I was close. We did pull a couple Mark McGwire number cards. Max Muncy for the A's. That's Obsidian numbered, not numbered on that. That's just a Nick for the Padres going out of 100. That goes to Corey Kelly. He's the guy that didn't get a card. The Reds going out to Doug Berger. And Jacob Berry for the Marlins. Beautiful color there, numbered out of 50. Michael Burrows for the Pirates. Going out to McCarthy. Kyle Harrison for the Giants. Going out to Jay Toski. And, Jackson Jobe for the Tigers. And, of course, for the Rangers, the gloves as well. All right. We're going to go ahead and do... two $5 hitless credits. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Trying to mix in the baseball when I can. I'm going to try to figure out a way to do the gloves just alone, where they're still fun to do. Oops, that was for the random teams. Top 2 and $5 hitless credits. Good luck, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be the Angels and the Mets. It's going to be Johnny and Joseph getting the $5 hitless credit. All right, so what ended up happening in that game? Are all the games over? Are the scores finito? So Florida State hung on against Louisville 16-6. Yeah. Michigan solidified, against a good defense, 26-0. They're good, in my opinion. I think Michigan and Washington are obviously the locks. The other 2 teams that are up for grabs, it's obviously not Oregon losing yesterday. Although there's the thing. There could be a case. They'd be in next year.
Like, that's what sucks. I mean, you're saying Texas should be. They were the 7. They beat Oklahoma State, which is the 18. Is that enough to move them up? Bama beat the number 1. Should they go ahead of them because of that? They both have 1 loss. Dude, it's just wackadoo. That's a horrible. It's just a horrible system in my opinion. But that's my opinion. That's why I don't watch it. Like I tell my kids, if you don't like it, don't be a part of it. So, all right, guys. I will catch y'all mañana. Go NFL.